Blessed day, everyone. So the topics I want to talk about in this video: NCB senior executive found dead at his home. Ex-soldier who committed a horrendous crime dies while in custody. Wolmers sixth form student dies while in a serious car crash. And more updates on the COVID-19 cases in Jamaica. So the first topic we're going to talk about is the ex-soldier. So the article says, ex-soldier who publicly killed ex-lover and nurse dies while in custody. An ex-soldier who was sentenced to 19 years in prison for the shooting death of his ex-girlfriend at a supermarket in Sentans Bay, Sentan, in 2017 has died in hospital. The convict, F0UND, was hospitalized after failing ill while serving time at the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. He died after reportedly suffering a heart attack on Thursday. Chatri, who was a resident of Salem in Runaway Bay, Sentan, pleaded guilty to the offense of murder on October the 23rd, 2018 in relation to the death of the 39-year-old Ophelia Wollaston, a nurse who was employed at the Sentans Bay Regional Hospital. The convict, who was 61 years old, died at the time of his sentencing in the Sentans Circuit Court in November of 2018, was ordered to serve 15 years of his sentence before being eligible for parole consideration. Reports are that Wollaston, a mother of 2 young children, went to the Sentans Bay police station and filed reports against Chatri just minutes before she was shot dead only meters away on Friday, October the 27th, 2017. Her former lover had been issuing several threats against her life. He became jealous of her relationship with another man and was angry that the romance was over. After filing the report, Wollaston went to a nearby supermarket where she was shot by Chatri inside the establishment. The attacker was then employed at a security company. Wollaston later died in hospital. After the shooting, Chatri, still with his licensed Glock pistol in hand, walked to the police station where he turned himself over to the investigators and confessed to the killing. Following his questioning by the police, Chatri, who served 16 years in the Jamaica Defence Force, was charged with murder and retained in custody without bail. In handing down the sentence in November 2018, presiding High Court Judge Justice Marcia Dunbar Green indicated that the fact that Chatri had a decent background and military training, she expected him to have displayed better judgment. She further noted that he allowed his jealousy and his anger to get the better of him. It is understood that Chatri was angered by the circumstances in which Wollaston was reported not honest with him during their time together, as she was said to have refused to end a relationship that she had with the father of one of her children while being with Chatri. He had also claimed that the nurse had given him a sexual transmitted disease. However, neither Chatri nor his attorney had put forward any medical evidence to verify that claim. In arriving the 19-year prison term, Justice Dunbar Green said she took into account that Chatri had pleaded guilty to murder under the Criminal Justice Administration Provision Act at the earliest possible date, which allowed for a reduction in his sentence. Additionally, further discount to his sentence were given for him no previous conviction and having taken responsibility at the very moment he committed the murder by turning himself over to the police. The judge had recommended that during this time in custody, Chatri should remain undergo counseling as part of his rehabilitation and suggested that his engineering skills should be utilized by the correctional service. So yes, people, it's a very sad thing, but a lot of persons now go really sorry for this man because him take a life. You understand? I not even care whether I'm go to the police, them admit it and all of them thing. That's why I tell you, say, yes, jealousy is a hell of a thing. And as a man in the military, you have to can control your anger, you have to can control, you understand, you have to can control yourself. If a woman say it over, just move on. It's as simple as that. The amount of woman out there, you can't suffer you can't make yourself suffer because of one woman. You see me? But, boy, I tell you people, whole heap of different things happening in this life, and some things you will never understand. Maybe because you wouldn't do it, because I don't see myself would I do that to a woman. But at the end of the day, you have a lot of men out there who say, yo, if she not there with me, she can't there with no other man. You see what I say? So that's why you have to be very careful of the type of men when you pick up in your life, especially when you have kids. Because you not only put phone life at risk, you put your kids' life at risk. You understand? And I mean, this is such, boy, this sad people, I'm not telling a lie, but at least our kids them safe and thing, and the man never try to take our kids them life and all them something there. But at the end of the day, Them say you make your bed, you know, say you have to lay night. You see me? And I hope this is a lesson for a lot of men out there where it's easy to get jealous and you know, feel like a woman have to stay with you forever. No woman not obligated to no man. All when you give her everything what she want. But leave in the comments, people, and make me know what you think about this. I'm going to move right on to the next topic. NCB senior exec found dead. Second death among bank's top brass in a week. Employees of the National Commercial Bank, Jamaica, were plunged into grief over the weekend following the news that a senior manager of the entity has died. The details into the development are still not clear, but reports are that the employee, identified as Dr. Rickett Allen, Senior General Manager, Group Human Resources and Facilities Division, died suddenly. Sources said the corporate executive was found dead at his home on Saturday. No details were given as to where the home is located. News of the death came in just 1 week after a senior employee of the bank, Stuart Reed, Assistant General Manager, Retail and Banking Division, reportedly died in hospital after battling an illness for some time. So yes, people, I just want to say condolences. And as them say, him just died suddenly in him house, you understand? So I don't know, people, if him did have no form of illness, if it's a heart attack, I don't really know. But it's just a sad thing to hear, you see me? So I just want to say condolences to his family once again, and also his workers, friends, and all of them things there. But that's why I say it's a life, you have to really cherish it, because only Father God knows what tomorrow will bring. You see me, so I can send out on the condolences and support them in this time of grief, because I'm sure they are going to need it. But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. I'm going to move right on to the next story. Wolmers community saddened at death of student in Salt Pond crash. News of the tragic passing of Wolmers Boys School Upper Sixth Form student Hugh J. Maggie has sent the school community into mourning. Police report that Maggie was the driver of a motor car that collided with another vehicle along the Salt Pond Main Road in St. Catherine on Saturday afternoon. He succumbed to his injuries on the spot after being trapped in the mangled wreck of the vehicle. His remains were cut out of the wreckage by firefighters. When news broke of the 19-year-old Maggie's passing, social media platform associated with Wolmers alumni exploded with posts of shock and grief of the tragic incident. Our condolences to the family. This is a sad day for Wolmers. We mourn his passing. One user in a chat group featuring various old boys year group posted. Another fine young man gone in the spring of his life. Another user posted. Maggie attended Calabar High School before switching to Wolmers in sixth form. The Jamaica's Prefect Association offered condolences to both the Wolmers and Calabar school communities, as well as the teen's immediate family. The association also noted, despite Hugh J's short tenure, he had a massive impact on the students at Wolmers, and his infectious humor and personality will surely be missed. It was the second tragedy to strike the Wolmers community within days, as it has been mourning since the murder of Excelsior School Vice Principal Colleen Walker, who was shot dead at her Queensbury home in St. Andrew on Thursday afternoon. Walker is a past student of Wolmers Girls' School and has maintained close ties with the school community. So yes, people, John Star, very, very sad news. And honestly, I feel like speeding is the cause of this. Not saying that him was speeding, you know, maybe the car where him colliding did really a speed. You know what I say, people? But at the end of the day, you know, very unfortunate situation. So I just want to say condolences to his family. And please, young people, even though me young myself, but only take on the time when you not drive. Me I telling you the truth, don't haste for try reach nowhere. I better you're late than rush and end up and lose your life. You see me? And also when you drive, you not only a drive for you drive for other people, because you might not do nothing stupid, you know, but other people might drive and do something where cause you will lose your life. So just stay safe on the road, Star. You see me, people? Very sad news for here. But we have to just pray for the family. But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. I'm going to move right on to the final story. Confirmed COVID-19 cases locally up to 72, Ministry of Health. The total number of confirmed coronavirus cases in Jamaica now stands at 72. This is following a report from the National Influenza Center stating that within the last 24 hours, 3 samples have tested positive for the virus. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has reported the new cases are a 65-year-old male from St. Elizabeth with no travel history but who was in contact with tourists. The case remains under investigation. A 53-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew with no travel history but who has been a contact of a confirmed case. A 17-year-old male from St. Ann with no travel history but who has been a contact of a confirmed case. There are now 31 imported cases. 33 cases are contacts of individual confirmed cases. 6 are locally transmission cases, not epidemiologically linked, and 2 cases are under investigation. Some 54% of the confirmed cases are male, while 46% are female. The average age of the confirmed cases is 49 years, while the ages of the confirmed cases range from 10 to 87 years. In the meantime, 3 more patients have recovered and have been released from hospital. This brings the total number of persons recovered and released to 16. A total of 70 patients remain in isolation, while 22 persons are in quarantine at a government facility. So yes, people, at least we have some good news where 16 persons have been released and them get forgot them, them get forgot them yard and thing. And remember, people, not because it says 72 cases. Well, I'm pretty sure not because it says 72 cases, that doesn't mean that they're actually treating 72 persons. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to remember, and we even talked about this before, if 10 persons get better, them now go minus it from the 72. You understand? So they will continue counting. And if I'm wrong with what I just said, somebody can correct me, you see me, but I'm almost sure that's how it goes. But at the end of the day, we still have to be very careful. I say some people still not take it serious. There's not more we can say. If them not see the seriousness of it with all of what's going on in the world, then we can't help them, because if actions not showing them say must take this thing serious, then words definitely not gonna help. But leave in the comments and make me know what you think about this. And remember, people, may I beg you know, stay safe, sanitize, do all of the necessary things them we need for do, and make sure say you continue practice social distancing. Very, very important. Anyway, people, as me say, stay safe, bless upon yourself. I'm out.